Hey guys, I'm Grant, this is another random review. This time we're checking out Expendables 3, the third and hopefully last installment in this 80s action star franchise. I say hopefully because this movie stinks! Now I can't talk about this one without mentioning the other films. Remember the first Expendables film, with its promise of a throwback to 80s action featuring all your action stars of that era? The movie has all the tropes of pure 80s. Heroes that henchmen can't hit with a million bullets, a foreign enemy from a made-up country, and plenty of violence. But it was lacking that one key ingredient that would have made it awesome. It wasn't any fun. It took itself so seriously. And if you're gonna make a film that celebrates the 80s action flick, it's gotta be fun. But in spite of this, it was a hit. So we got Expendables 2, and God were my prayers answered. It was exciting, fun, violent, and totally self-aware of what it was. It even gave the world Jean-Claude Van Damme on the big screen once more. It wasn't smart, and it didn't pretend to be. And we finally got Arnold and Bruce to goddamn do something. So after that, they surely know it worked after 2 entries, right? Apparently not, because Stallone and company decided that being fun just didn't work, so the world gets Expendables 3. A movie that takes itself far too seriously like the first, and wastes its cast by giving them barely any screen time to leave an impact. The biggest mistake that's made is in the trailer. Hell, it's on the poster. Stallone's Barney Ross recruits a new team. This is not what we want, Mr. Stallone. The whole appeal of these films is to watch our favourite aging action stars kick ass along with, Randy Couture and Terry Crews for some reason. But the point is, I don't want to spend 20 minutes with that douche from Twilight when I could be watching Arnie. Speaking of the new cast members, let's talk about the additions to the Expendables roster. Wesley Snipes. His opening scene is super weird and he acts nuts. That's pretty much it. Antonio Banderas is f***ing annoying as hell. He plays this motor-mouth comic relief guy and it gets old, like really quick. Harrison Ford is just embarrassing as CIA agent drummer. He honestly looks like they told him he couldn't leave the table until he finished his vegetables the entire movie. Sort of pissed off but sad at the same time. I swear to God, in the third act of this film, between Harrison Ford and mumbling one-liners, Stallone's drawl and all those conflicting accents in between, you'll have a hard time figuring out what the hell is going on. In fact, here's a quick dramatization. Get to the saga. The saving grace of the movie is the performance of Kelsey Grammer as Barney's recruiter, and of course Mel Gibson as Conrad Stonebanks. He is fantastic. And there's a reason for this. He understands what the movie should be. A big dumb action movie. And he sinks his teeth into what little screen time he has. So overall, I was pretty disappointed with Expendables 3. After the second one, it should have continued that trend and ended on a high note. But the introduction of a new team at the expense of the old takes away from what we came to see in the first place. These films already had a hard enough time balancing screen time for everyone, and this made it even worse. Expendables 3 gets a 2 out of 5 for me, and those 2 are for Gibson and Grammer. So what did you think of the movie? And as always, don't forget to like and share the video. If you want me to review a movie, let me know in the comments or on my Twitter. Subscribe for more, and I'll see you next time with another random review.